Before Gideon became known as a mighty warrior, he was just a man tending his family's affairs. He lived in a time when the people of Israel had strayed, forgetting the God who had delivered them. Their towns were filled with altars to other gods. One day, God called Gideon to a mission, not of grand battles, but of quiet conviction. In his very own town, stood an altar to Baal, built by his own father. Beside it, an Asherah pole, symbols of false worship. The Lord spoke clearly to Gideon, "Tear down your father's altar to Baal and cut down the Asherah pole beside it. Then build a proper altar to the Lord your God on top of this stronghold." This was a deeply personal and public challenge. Gideon understood the danger. He knew the townspeople would be furious, perhaps even demand his life. So, with 10 of his trusted servants, he acted under the cover of night, dismantling the symbols of false worship. It was an act of quiet courage, driven by obedience. When the sun rose, the town awoke to a shocking sight. The familiar altar was gone, replaced by a new one, dedicated to the Lord. The people were enraged, demanding to know who had dared to commit such an act. They quickly discovered it was Gideon and clamored for his death. Their anger was fierce, their traditions challenged. It seemed Gideon's brave act would cost him everything. But then, something remarkable happened. Gideon's own father, the one whose altar had been destroyed, stepped forward. He stood between his son and the angry crowd, speaking words of profound truth. He declared, "If Baal is a god, let him defend himself." His words cut through the anger, challenging their misplaced faith. This simple statement shifted the entire atmosphere. Gideon's courage, backed by his conviction, inspired his father to stand for what was right. This act of defiance, born from obedience to God, turned the tide. The townspeople, confronted with the truth, began to reflect. This story reminds us that standing for truth may bring opposition. But courage, rooted in deep conviction, can inspire others to turn toward what is right. Your quiet acts of faith can spark powerful change.